Are you currently looking for money as a student? Do you need money to attend to your needs as a student? Whether you are in university, the Polytechnic, College of Education, or any academic learning environment, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be sharing with you how you can start a business while on campus. Of course, you know that as students, you need a lot of money. You need money to attend to your project works, your assignment, to buy books, to get clothing. Of course, you need to attend to your personal needs, and of course to meet up deadlines with fees. And sometimes, especially for people that are not from wealthy homes, you don't get to have enough. And it's very important that you have something ongoing in terms of business. I tell students around me, people I mentor, that you can be on campus and you'll be making money. Yes, you can make money while on campus. I'll be sharing with you how to do that. Perhaps you have a business idea, you have what you want to do, but you don't know how to start. You are like, I want to do business, I want to start a business, but how do you start? Then, if that is your dilemma, then this video is definitely for you. As someone that was on campus and graduated with a first class, that was still in business, I'll be sharing the tips that helped me to do that. And of course, sometimes our parents get to advise us, don't do business while you are in school, or our guardians, because they believe, or even our friends, that when we get to engage in business while on campus, we can get distracted from our academics and have bad performance. And that's correct, that's a good reason. But then you can be able to balance your business and your academics, and both of them will be successful, right? Or you'll be productive at both ends. And I have a video on how you can balance your academics and business, so you can check out that video. So how can you start a business while on campus? Number one, are you ready for me? Okay, learning. I'm very sure you expected me to talk about money, because who doesn't need money, right, to start a business? But do you know that what you need to start a business is not necessarily money? Once you have an idea of a business, the idea is solid, you've done your feasibility study, you've researched on how possible that business is going to work or solve a problem on campus, then you are good to go. So you need to learn that business idea you have, that business you want to do. What's the level of knowledge that you have already? You can start that business today with millions, with thousands, and the business will crash if you don't have the requisite knowledge, or you don't have enough knowledge that will keep the business running and growing. Business is not just about starting it. More importantly is how you are going to be able to sustain that business, especially if you are a student, right? So you have to spend time to learn that business. If you want to venture into catering, into hair making, have you learned how to make the hair first? And if you have, are you good? Are you excellent? Will people pay you good money? I remember when I was on campus, there's this colleague of mine in school, a student, right? She was making weaving, Ghana weavings for the ladies. You know that already. She was making Ghana weavings 5K, far back like 5 years ago, if not even 6 years ago. And nobody there comes to her with 2K or 3K, because people were making that same hair for 2K and 3K. But her standard price at that time was 5K because of how excellent she was. She learned it so well. Lecturers were patronizing her. Other workers from different companies were patronizing her, and she was a student. She was making it real big because of how good she was, or how good and how knowledgeable she was about hair making. So you want to learn how to make small shops. Have you learned it very well? Have you learned also how to run that business? Have you learned how to manage customers? Have you been able to learn how you are going to manage your business and your academics? It is very, very important. So knowledge is the first point you have to consider if you want to start any business at all. Dangote, that is very well known today in the various businesses he's into, is because of his spend time to learn the business. Why did Dangote not start refinery long time ago? He recently started that because of he really needed time, right, to learn, to understand the business, because it's different from other ones he has been into. Now the next one is what I call internship and volunteering. internship and volunteering. There are some skills that you want to use to earn money that you first of all have to volunteer in another organization for free. Why do you have to do that? For you to gain more knowledge, to understand the business better. You want to do tailoring in school, you want to have a tailoring business, and you don't have a madam, you've not worked somewhere else before to know how to handle customers, to know how to do what you have to do. It's very important that you first of all get to volunteer. I'm not saying there are no businesses that you can't start without volunteering. There are, but this will make you to stand more solid. It will even help you to learn and balance yourself further. So please, internship, go and learn somewhere. All right, it's going to give you an advantage. Now the next point I want us to look at is capital. Very, very important. Capital. We have different kinds of capital. We have human capital and we have monetary capital. To start a business, you need these two to keep your business running. If not, it will crash or you will not make profit at the end of the day. Right? And you also have to understand that business is established to solve a problem. If you want to start a business and that business is not solving any problem, then it's not a good business idea. You want to sell perfumes. Why do you want to sell perfume on campus? Other persons are selling perfume. What is the difference between your own perfume and the other perfumes? How are you going to render your own service? This little considerations is going to stand you out, and you're going to have more customers and even get to make more money. So very importantly, you need to have a monetary capital. Now, a lot of times it's very difficult as a student to have money to start up a business. I'm going to tell you how you can gather monetary capital. Number one, savings. Yes, true savings. So if you get to have money coming in monthly, weekly, from your guardians, from your parents, from friends, from people around, aunties and uncles, whenever money gets into your hand, don't spend all of them. Ensure that you remove a portion of it. Now, this is going to take you discipline. You need to sub, you need to watch down movie series, you need to buy that shawarma. Delay that gratification, delay that enjoyment some other time, right? You're going to enjoy later, but for now you need to work. So whenever money comes in, keep on saving a portion of it. You can give yourself a space of 3 months, 6 months, even a year. Now, this is very important. You don't rush into business. If you rush into business, you run out of business. I say that again. You don't rush into business. If you rush into business, you will rush out of business, because business is a world of its own. Okay? So ensure that you are saving. And after you saved for a couple of months or a year, you can now gather the money and start small. Start small. You don't have to start big. That's one way you can have monetary capital, savings. Now the next one is crowdfunding. Now crowdfunding, from the word crowd, you know that it's from different people, right? You have friends around you, you have people on your contact list, you have uncles and aunties. Meet them, share your idea. Mommy, dad, uncle, auntie, my friend, your neighbor that is good to you. You want to start a business while in school so that you have extra money. Please, you will be so shocked and surprised. Some of them will give you 50k, 10k, 2k, 1k, 3k. If 10 persons or 20 or 50 persons in your life give you 2k. Okay, let's take for instance, 50 persons in your life gives you 2k. Do you know what that is? 100k already, and you can start up a very minimal business startup. In subsequent videos, I'm going to tell you some businesses that you can start up while on campus. So number one, I said savings, crowdfunding. Now the next one is loan, right? Through loans. Now it's not really advisable. It's not even advisable to start a business from the scratch. It's loans, but then you can ask for loans from a friend, from a family member, from an organization, right? And you give them your business proposal, then you get to pay back. So these are some of the ways that you can have your monetary capital. Very importantly is in your savings. I will advise you go for savings. Now the next capital, of course, I said is human capital. If you're on campus, there are some businesses that you need people to work with you, and human capital is very important. Let's imagine you want to start a laundry business on campus. You cannot be the only one washing, the only one ironing, the only one sweeping, the only one delivering services, the only one doing POS, the only one attending to your roof when it's leaking. No, you might need to have one other person that is working with you. Sometimes you might not even pay them yet. They are just coming to do apprenticeship and they are learning. So you have to consider human capital. It will even relieve you of your duties and pay more attention to your books, your academics. Now this is peculiar to the kind of business that you want to involve yourself in. It is very, very important that you consider this. Now another way you can have your monetary capital, let me add this, is through partnership. This is very important. There are some businesses on campus you don't need to start all alone, right? You can tell a friend, you can share that idea with a friend. I have an idea to start up this business. I want to start real estate. We need land. I have this money. How much do you have? Let's come together. Or you can go even to an organization, tell them your business idea. They'll tell you, okay, you really want to supervise this project. We'll give you the money. You don't necessarily need money to start some businesses afresh. What you need is partnership. You need partners. Now the next step for you to consider for you to how you can start up a business while on campus is staff and operations. All right, if you watched this video to this point and you've learned one or two, kindly hit the subscribe button. Yes, I'm waiting for you. Okay, thank you. You can like, share and leave a comment. Staff and operations, you have to consider how you are going to run the operations of your business. Are you going to be a business that you do deliveries or you don't do deliveries? Is your business going to operate in a way that you only get to deliver your services during weekends because you are a student, or you have to deliver your services every day but by 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. While on campus, I had a caterer. She's a student, right? She cooks only in the evenings at a particular junction by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. to sell food, because of during the day she's going to classes. So you have to outline how you are going to operate in your business. It's very important. This will help you to start. Okay, then the next one before we go, you have to have a support system. This is very, very important. If you want to start up a business, you need to have friends around you that they will support you, they will help you, because you will get tired along the line. You will need help because you can never do it on your own. So try as much as possible to have such persons around you. I want to believe that with these few points, you can of course go ahead and start up your own business as you are on campus. Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared. All you have to do is to take up that bold step. Go ahead and start. You might start a business and it's not yielding profit or it's not working. Start again. Maybe what you need is to go ahead and learn more about it. But keep on trying and keep on trying. You will get better, and in no time you'll be running in thousands and of course even into millions. Have a nice day. See you some other time.